Maybe we just go through the whole thing. Maybe that's the first thing that we get to see. She came, she really came. That's what she said. After school on Thursday, I'd flown out of my classroom after homeroom and headed straight to the dog. It was nerve-wracking standing all alone on the roof while waiting for AIHARA-Senpai, but I calmed myself by remembering that Senpai's classroom in the inner building was so far from here. And after a little while, Senpai came. I hurriedly shook my head. I hadn't waited at all, on the contrary. I was so happy she really came after finding a letter in her bag like that and after reading what I'd said in it. Whoops. Yeah, now I'm also kinda eager to find out. I thought about it again and again, practiced in my head over and over, but the words were stuck in my throat when I needed them the most. What should I do? The words won't come out. Senpai's face is so near and everything seems like it's spinning around me. She looks a little worried. Yeah, it must be natural after reading that letter where I like totally poured my heart out to her and whatever. I like that wording. Does she know what I'm going to say next? Is that what she's worried about? But, I have to say it. Does she need another push? Say it, me. There we go. Let's see. She's surprised. She looks shocked. And it's 2020. Alright. I said it. I actually said it. I may have calmed down a little after getting the words out. I was able to look up at Senpai's face again. AIHARA-Senpai's face was just very worried. Yeah, I can't blame her after hearing that from some random first year she'd only met once. Let's get a reaction, come on. My fucking god, it's 2016 or 2020 now. Come the fuck on. What am I doing asking Senpai this? But I don't care if it's strange. I want her to say that it's okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Alright, yes, I guess I thought so. Nah. That's a start. Well, that's a start. Well, yeah, I guess if you like never met her before, only once showing her around school, I guess, yeah. A little too forward, maybe. This is, am I happy with this? Am I okay with just being friends? Yeah, makes sense. It's totally good enough.
私も先輩と友達になりたいです。
Yeah, Jesus, calm down. Yeah, we can start as friends. That's fine.
よかったまずは友達から始めましょう。そこからならマキさんのこときっと好きになれるし疲れたいって思うわ。
Okay, we start off tame. If Senpai would say she loved me, if Senpai would come to love me in that way...
それから先はゆっくりと考えていきましょう。私もよくわからないから。
Okay.
先輩、これからよろしくお願いしますこちらこそよろしくね。
Yes, I'm really happy I'm friends with Senpai now, and she said she'd love me, and she got me Maki-chan. I struck a victory pose in my mind as I heard something like applause ring out behind me. I actually glanced behind me, checking if someone was really there. Oh, yeah, those two.
いえ、なんでもないです。今日はありがとうございました。
Those two spies again.
こちらこそごめんね。せっかく友達になれたのに私ちょっと今から委員会の仕事があって。
The amazingness, yes.
いいんです。それよりも私もお手伝いしていいですか？え？お手伝いしたいんです。先輩の一生懸命やりますから。
Senpai and I left the roof. I looked over my shoulder one more time to where I heard the noise, but there really was no one there. Yeah, it's empty, but I could have sworn I heard someone congratulating me. Yeah, there was. Okay, so we start off tame. That's alright. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why I anticipated her actually like also saying, yeah, you know, I love you too. That would be too cheesy. And now that I think about it, it wouldn't even have made any ding dong damn sense, considering that she just met her once and showed her around school, and she didn't see her for 2 weeks straight, basically. So yeah, that would have been a little bit too weird and wouldn't really make that much sense now that I really think about it. Okay, so we have the main story, Yuri Cupid 1. Let's see what we have here. Why don't we have voice acting for some? It's a little bit odd. Welcome, Yuna-san. Hello, it's been a little more than a week since the two guests first appeared floating before me on this roof. I usually come up here for lunch, and that's been the same since long before I met these two. By the way, right now in my mind, I decided that those three right here, Megumi, what's her name, Hina, I think? And Megumi and Yuka. We're gonna find it. I'm gonna get used to it. But I'm definitely gonna give them some voices. And the girl with the black hair right here, I'm gonna give her the Irish Gitami accent from the Bible Black playthrough. So, since, you know, we are gonna hear them a lot in this playthrough, and I don't want to give everyone the same voice, I now set in again, and now we're going with the voices. So let's see. We're gonna see what I can come up with. But since that day I first saw them, and the day after when I decided to help them out, we've had a few conversations. By the way, given that she is like the curse girl, basically Megumi, I think I'm gonna give her just a deeper voice. The issue today was the way they'd asked me to come speak to them. Ah, Yuna, that was the name. Yeah, not Yuka, not Yukari, Yuna. I'm gonna give her a normal voice. Can you stop calling me up here with the blood-ridden messages in class? What? Why? It's scary. It's not good for my heart. Would it be better if I whispered it into your ear from behind? How about neither? I sighed and sat down on the bench, opening up my lunch. The two kindred spirits, Sachi-san gets mad when I don't call them that, takes me sitting down to eat as I signal to start telling me about what's been going on around the school. Of course, by what's been going on, I mean all the latest romance gossip. Okay, so that's, yeah, that's Sachi-san, so I'm gonna give her the Irish Kitami voice. Miki, well, it's not really Irish, it's like Irish and Scottish mixed. I can't really tell the difference, no one can. Miki-chan and Maki-chan are spending all their time after school together, and I'm glad things worked out for them, though they're starting as friends, of course. It's gonna be great. I can't believe
Miki-san. Maki-chan worked so hard to confess her feelings. She should have accepted them.
She seems like a cautious one.
But Maki-chan tried so hard.
She doesn't even know that.
Look how happy she was just becoming friends with Miki-san. I think she should have gone all the way.
It's kind of the freaking Jigsaw voice.
Right? Wasn't her confession amazing?
Yeah. I've heard this 3 times now. I have to do 2 things when I talk with these two. It's a little rude, but I don't look at them, and I don't reply out loud. I mean, no one else can see or hear them. The other people on the roof have no idea that they're there. Somewhere down the line, she's probably gonna forget that, and people will think that she's crazy and maybe even confine her. So if I didn't do this, it'd look like, well, like a person looking at nothing and speaking to no one, and I don't want that.
Who cares about how many times you've heard it? She was so cute and brave, and a little cool too.
Yes, you're right. I would have loved it if you had been able to... if you have been there to see it, Yuna-san. I doubt I should have been able to confess, even if I'd been watching her. I can speak to them in a tiny, barely audible whisper, which they can thankfully pick up. Apparently, Sachi-san can feel strong emotions from people. She calls it hearing the voices of people's hearts. That's how she finds people who are in love, I guess. Really, that's kind of scary. Can she hear what I'm thinking too? But she doesn't doesn't act like she is picking up on anything and everything. How much can she actually sense? Worrying about something like this may be pointless, of course. Anyway, I can converse with them without actually speaking out loud. It's easy now that I've gotten used to it. It really was a marvelous confession. It made me remember when you confessed to me, Megumi.
Really? I'm so happy. I tried really hard back then too.
Yes, you conveyed your feelings wonderfully. That's why I was able to respond to you so quickly.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
Okay, keep it. Oh wait. Okay, keep it at that, please. However, Miki-san is still as preoccupied as ever. I'm familiar with the Miki-san the two are discussing, though we aren't friends or anything. She's called the Saint of Shojou, a 3rd-year vice president of the beautification committee AIHARA-SENPAI. She's popular and really reliable. She's always doing all sorts of favors for people because of that. I've met her a few times, even done a few small jobs with her. Once I was hanging around after school and a teacher asked me to do something, one way or another. I'd ended up finishing it with AIHARA-SENPAI. It was just an odd job for a teacher with nothing at all to do with the beautification committee, and yet all of a sudden I'd found AIHARA-SENPAI working alongside me. It went incredibly smoothly thanks to her, and I've been grateful for her help, but I wondered why she does stuff like that. As for Maki-chan, I probably knows her from Hina. She's the girl from the other day, the first one I helped for these two. The first year who was standing hopelessly outside that 3rd-year classroom waiting to deliver her letter. I see, so she's Maki-chan, and the girl she likes is AIHARA-SENPAI. Maki-chan's been helping her. Maki-chan's been helping her. She really is hardworking. She wants to be together with Miki-san as much as possible.
I want to be with you as much as I can too, Sachi-san.
But we're always together, aren't we?
That's not true. Lately we have been apart lots while searching the school. Words.
Well, we can't avoid that. That's right. I thought these two could move around the school at will, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It turns out they... Yeah, got it. It turns out they each have specific places they can move around, not that I know why. I guess ghosts have their own territories or something. Yeah, it's probably because she is a 1st-year Megumi, and so she can only go around the 1st-year building because the roof is on the building for the 1st years. And since Sachi-san is a 3rd-year student, she can move around everywhere. I think that's the case. Come to think of it, it was only Sachi-san who came with me to the inner building that time. Megumi stayed on the roof. Yeah. I'm sorry for making you feel lonely, Megumi, but this is all so that we can make our wish come true.
Yeah, no, but I don't like being apart from you, Sachi-san.
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. Can you keep it at that? You don't have a report about Maki-san and AIHARA-SENPAI or anything? That's right. They've been together at school a lot, but Miki-san always has some duty to or task to deal with, and Tamaki-chan is helping her so they can at least be together. But the two of them hardly have any time when they can relax together.
Oh, now that you mention it.
I think they really need alone time if Miki-san is ever going to be able to see Maki-chan in a romantic light. I see.
They need to...
It freaking sounds like a serial killer with that voice, but I'm gonna go with it.
They do need some time alone together, don't they? Time to deepen their relationship, if you know what I mean. I want them to deepen... I want time to deepen our love together too, Sachi-san, with this here blade that I have.
You've gotten all the time in the world after everyone goes home, don't you? She's right. We can have our own time together when no one else is around. But what can Miki... And you tell me that these two don't know how to do things. Alright. But what can Miki-san and Maki-chan do? I don't think it'd be possible to lessen AIHARA-Senpai's workload. I don't know how to say it. It's like there's just this presumption that work will head her way. It's not fair to her to work every day after school though, and Maki-chan appears very eager to talk with her about all sorts of things too. Right, but as long as she's walking around school, she's going to get more requests. I see. That means they just need somewhere requests won't find them, huh?
What do you mean?
They need somewhere they can be alone together in secret, right? Nobody can ask AIHARA-senpai to do things if they can't find her. Ah, of course.
A secret hideout for just the two of them.
Well, yeah, if there were a place like that, they could hide there. Yeah, I know where. And I guess they'd be able to talk about, you know, love or whatever too. That's right, you're amazing, Yuna-san.
I guess you're pretty smart, but where is this place?
Well, I don't know.
You don't say.
I don't know everything about the school. Everything! But if we know, we just need to tell them about that place. All we have to do is find it. I know you'd think of something, Yuna-san.
Sure. Where would be good though? Sachi-san and I have plenty of secret spots, but I don't want you to tell them. Don't want to tell you them, sorry. Fucked up there.
Right? And some of them are a little difficult to get to the normal way. I wouldn't want someone else coming to one of those places if we were together either.
I'd scare them away.
Yeah, anything else to report? God, do these two ever stop flirting? We're not getting anything done. Oh, that's right. We do have something else today. What is it?
We found another person Sachi-san's been sensing love rays from.
Love rays. Whatever, okay, so there are more of these people. Yes, we haven't quite narrowed it down yet though. What do you mean? It's a group of 3, they're always together. I can tell that it's coming from them, but I can't tell which one likes which. I think they said something like this before.
They're always together, all day, every day.
Garbage day! And they're the second year, so they are not often in places I can be. Second years. The same year as me, a group of 3 that's always together. That sounds like... Do you know them, Yuna-senpai? They are both in the broadcasting club. I was right. Is it Ichika-san, Futano-san, and Miyama-san? Yes, those 3. It's funny how their names are 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Wait, hold on, what? Ichiki-san, Futano-san, and Miyama-san. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I was in the same class as them last year. That's right, the 3 of them were characters meaning 1, 2, and 3 in their names, are always together, and they're all in the broadcasting club. They have a show that plays during lunch, actually, though I don't remember what days it's on. You can't hear the broadcast up on the roof, after all. Really? Do you know, Yuna-san, which one likes which? Of course I don't. I've never thought about that sort of thing before now. I see. So there's nothing we can do about that then. What should we do?
Maybe we just pick to it random.
Well, you can't just do that. For now, we have to figure out which one likes which, right? We can't help them if we don't know that. Don't do that. Yes, you're right. That's where we need to start.
Oh, what a bother.
You can't just do things on a whim.
I know. they're in the broadcasting club, right? I'll go check them out after school then. You will? Yeah, the broadcasting room's in the Oshikan building, right? Just leave it to me. I'll tell you if 2 of them go off on their own.
Really? I'm kind of nervous about this.
If they go somewhere you can't go, I'll tell you right away, Sachi-san.
Alright, please do, Megumi.
Of course.
And what would you do? And what should we do about Maki-chan and Miki-san? I think we should just wait and see with them. Oh, why is that? Because they could find a place like that on their own. And we can't do anything about them until we find somewhere like that. Yes, you may be right. I'll do a little digging of my own on the broadcasting club trio. I have a friend I can ask about them. That sounds good. In that case, I think we've covered everything.
Okay, I'll do my best today, Sachi-san. Though I'll be lonely apart from you after school.
Jesus, she's really... Damn. I fucking love it. I know you'll do well, Megumi. I'll be lonely too, but this is all in order to make our Yuritopia a reality.
Yes, for our Yuritopia.
Okay, keep it at that. Well, should we meet again tomorrow? Yes, that's fine.
I'll do my best for you, Sachi-san.
You don't have to do anything until after school. Talking to these 2 tires me out. We never get anywhere. They derail things immediately if I don't keep them on track. Say, Yuna-san. Yes. With Masai, I'd already started packing up my lunchbox. Sachi-san was standing right next to me. Megumi had gone off towards the roof entrance for some reason. You seem like you're enjoying yourself a lot when we are planning how to help these girls. I'm glad you heard us. I thought we were asking you something quite unreasonable, but I'm happy that you seem to be having fun. Having fun? I don't think that's true. Oh, is that so? Yes, well, I'm finished eating and I have to move my things to another classroom, so I'll be going. See you after school. Yes, we'll see you then.
Hey, Yuna. What are you whispering about alone with Sachi-san?
We weren't whispering about anything. Anyway, I have to go.
Yes. Why don't you just do that?
I finished cleaning up my lunch and rose to my feet. I had to get back into the classroom. Having fun? That's not true. No way. Yes way. I'm enjoying this at least. I returned to my classroom from the roof. The roof is on fire. After gathering my textbook, notebook, and other things I'd need for my next class, I left the room with Ano, who had been waiting for me. We had a computer science class next, so we were headed to the computer lab. You haven't forgotten anything today, have you, Ano? Okay, so we give a voice to Ano. I think we go with the mumble rap one.
What's that? I've borrowed everything I need from a girl in another class.
How is that all set? Her forgetfulness is really on another level. She's always forgetting one thing or another every day. All day. Garbage day!
Oh, there's my savior right there, in fact.
Nah. I glanced over in the direction Ano was pointing. Is that the next couple thing that we can choose from? Okay, yeah, we have... Interesting. So to the right we have, by the way, the Edgelord. Interesting. Okay, we should have given her the mumble rap speak, I guess. Yeah, sure. That's the Edgelord. The 3 from the broadcasting club we had just been discussing were headed merrily down the hallway. It couldn't be much different from each other, but just from the looks of things, I would say the one on the left and the one in the middle, probably just from the looks of things. The one in the middle, energetically pushing the one in front, is Ichiki Umi-san. So Ichiki obviously means one. Behind her, paying attention to her nails as she walks, is Futano Sasa-san. So that's the second, Futano. And the one in front being pushed by Ichiki-san is Miyama Nena-san. I was in the same class as them last year, so I know their names and faces. We weren't close or anything, but the three of them were always together. More than anything, they make such an odd group that they just stand out. Yeah, definitely.
私はネナを見捨ててなんていけない。一緒に行こう、ネナ。
うるさいよ、ウニ。あんたの声響くんだから。あんた前世は急緊張だろう。
コキコッカ
Oh, God.
なんで鶏の鳴き真似してるの？
こうしたらネナが目を覚ますかと思って。
Good point.
うるさいよ。眠れないじゃないか。
I mean, you can't really sleep if you walk.
だから寝るな。ほら、ささもネナを押してあげてよ。これじゃ授業に間に合わないって。
But I mean, yeah, okay, this could be a curveball, by the way. Obviously, the first instinct was that it's... I'm not gonna even bother remembering the names because I'm gonna fuck them up anyways. But the one on the left and the one in the middle, obviously, that's where it all points towards to. But it could be... Even it would be a little bit out of character, like they wouldn't really, you know, fit, I guess, at least on first glance, the one in the middle and the one on the right. But it could also be the one on the left and the one on the right. That could also be a thing. Maybe the one on the left. Okay, I'm leaning towards the one on the left and the one on the right. But who has feelings for whom, I couldn't tell if it's actually those two. Can be a little bit hard to figure out.
やだ、私さっきマニキュア直したばかりだから。
あ、またそんなことしていけないんだ。
別に校則でマニキュア禁止されてないだろ。
過敏な化粧は慎みましょうって書いてあるじゃん。私、サザが校則違反で捕まったら悲しいよ。
別に校則違反で逮捕されるわけじゃないし。
きっと面会には差し入れ持っていくからね。
くんなっていうかねえよ、面会なんて。
ほらねえな、寝ちゃダメだ。寝たら死ぬぞ。歩け。もういいよ、私はもう死んで寝る。
よし、死ね。ここで死ね。
Jesus Christ.
死ぬ。
I just said, alright, I'm gonna die.
寝るな、起きろ。起きて教室まで帰るんだ。私たち友達でしょ。一緒に帰ろう。
Wow, it's like they're doing a comedy routine. They don't really fit with each other at all, but I get the impression Ichika-san is pulling them together. I kind of feel like they were the same all of last year too. The energetic Ichiki-san pulling the slightly scary Tano-san and the always sleepy Miyama-san along with her.
あの3人、いつ見ても面白いな。
Well, you can go with that voice, which is the original voice for Ano, or you can go with my mumble rap voice.
そういえば、あの3人から次の授業でいるものを借りたの？うん、そうだよ。
What's their sanity?
一木さん？うん、ネナから。そうだったんだ。仲良かったんだ。うん、ネナとは特にね。
Nena is Miyama-san's name, I think. Does that mean I can get information on them from Ano? I guess I should try. Let's see how she's gonna ask that. That's gonna be interesting. One is an edgelord. That's a pretty dumb question if I do say so myself. Yeah, kinda. They are totally stereotypes, all three of them. I know that. Pointing out the obvious.
ササちゃんはちょっときつめのキャラ作ってて、いつもズババって他の2人に切り込んでいく感じ。うん。ネナはああやっていつでも眠そうにしてて、他の2人に引っ張ってもらってるのさ。そうね。
Yeah, that was my impression too.
それじゃあさ、あの中で特に誰と誰が仲いいんだろう。え、あの中で特にって2人が？どうなんだろう。特に誰か2人ってことちょっとなさそうじゃない？ ほんと2人1セットって感じだし。
Looks like it, yeah.
そうだよね。
Yeah, I can't really ask Ano about this. But
ほら、ちゃんと歩く。右足、左足、右足、左足。
右手上げて左手下げて右足上げないと。
何それ。もう歩けないよ。寝る。
I can relate to her.
こら、さ邪魔しないでよ。ねえな、歩け。
もういいだろう。置いていこう。解散解散。
そうだよ。そんなのってないよ。私たち友達でしょ。
What does that have to do with anything?
海のそれもういい。飽きた。
友達なら見妨害しないでくれよ。
Those three, they never seem to be in sync, and yet they're always together. Well, she was mentioning friends a lot, the one in the middle. So, okay, I guess she said... It would be the one on the middle, Ichika, and the one on the left, which was Miyama, I think. Because second was Futano, the one with the black hair. The Edge Lord. And hard to figure out.
変なこと聞いて。別にいいけどね。でも、ユナ、去年一緒のクラスだったんだよ。今さらどういう人たちだっけなんて聞くのってちょっと白状さんじゃない？
Why would that be mean? What do you mean?
その、ごめん。
What do you apologize for? What is mean about that?
気にしなくていいけどね。ほら、急ぐ。そろそろ授業始まっちゃうから。はいはい。
I hurried to Ano to the computer lab. The trio were still slowly moving down the hallway together. What do I do? Megumi's going to keep an eye on them after school, but should I go with her? Maybe I'll be able to catch her if I go to the broadcasting room. Let's head there. The familiar sound of a school bell. It means it's down for the business. After school. I quickly stuffed my things into my bag after the end of classes. I'm still not very enthusiastic about this, but since I have agreed to help, I want to do it right. I have to go to the broadcasting room to gather more information on the three. But wait, to get to the broadcasting room from their classroom, they have to pass by this one. Otherwise, they'd have to go way out of their way. Maybe it'd be better if I waited for them here, and followed them. But what if they take a different route for some reason? I'd be waiting for nothing. Where should I go? There we go. So, the classroom or the broadcasting room? Go straight for the broadcasting room. I think it's safer to watch the hallway. But if they make a detour, that would suck. Well, we definitely gonna catch them on the broadcasting room, so I think that's the safest bet. Well, there'll be no point if we miss each other, will there? I should make sure I'm where they are going.